this is kind of interesting. I'm guessing it's the front of a button. Has a little animal on there. And I don't know what it is. Looks like it might say some things around the edge. I'll have to look at that closer and tell you later. It's just the front of whatever it was. Pretty cool. I like it. So here's kind of an interesting little spot. Got a little mound all full of I don't know if it's coal or burnt wood. It kind of looks more like burnt wood. Lots of glass. There's a big hole in the ground here. Could have been a well, a root cellar, a very industrious animal. I've been digging it out a little bit. Haven't seen anything too interesting, but let's see if I can get it. Goes off that way. I don't know. I might take a look at it, sorry. A little bit more and fill it back in. I'll let you know. Well, nothing definite. Could even been a outhouse here. But on a farm, they didn't need to throw trash in an outhouse, so it's not really worth cleaning or digging it out, if that's what it was. So for now, I think I'm gonna keep looking around in the metal detector. I just got a grommet! Yay! Alright. I knew this one had to be iron by the sound of it, with a circle or a circle shape. It's an old buckle. Pretty cool. I believe every man, woman, and child that lived out here played the harmonica. Every single site. The pack's getting full of heavy iron. I thought I'd show you the end of a wrench I found for a square nut. That's cool. And this was just laying on top of the ground. I don't know if I've ever found a old pair of scissors before, or what's left of them. Got something interesting. See? Oh no. A coin. It's not a button. I don't know at all. I have to clean it up. Every cool thing I've gotten out of here is like oddball stuff. Huh. Well, I'll clean it up and I'll show it to you later. Looks like a little mini dartboard. Okay, I've got another buckle. It's a little different than what I'm used to finding. Did that make sense? Did I just say that? It's a little different than what I'm used to finding. Very good. Do you see it? That's a nice one. All right. I think I have my first coin out of this site. Started as a pretty poor signal on the Garrett. It's mid 70s now. Started down in the 40s. Looks like a cent. Yeah. Let me see if I can get you set up here. I shouldn't rub it too much, but I would bet you it's an Indian head. Yeah, that's the back with the laurels and the shield right there. So I'll have to tell you what year it is when I get it cleaned up. Very cool. Glad I got something. Just for an interesting study in metal detecting, I'm still getting a signal out of the same hole, which is iron, which is why that was such a lousy, that scent was a lousy signal to begin with. So I don't know what that is. Old piece of rod or shaft or something. But that was messing up the penny signal. So I'm glad I dug it. Here is the bowl of a poon. Alrighty. Okay, I just got a rains guide. So that's real cool. And that may have been it. It was a nice, almost a 70, so we'll check the hole again. My stuff here. Well, that's something else if it is something. Sorry, I'm doing this backwards. I have a muddy left hand. Okay. I'm going to fill this back in and keep going. You see it from here? Right there. It was a nice high squeak on the old metal detector. That's out of a clock. Okay, now this may be the other half of that wrench I found earlier. I'm not 100% positive, but this would be the open end wrench, and the other end would be the box end. Could be a different size. Could be that's not what it is at all, but we'll compare them back at the ranch. Cool. Right around a 70 here. Sorry I'm not setting stuff up. It's been raining. It's so mucky, but I'm sure this is another Indian head. Yeah, there's the 1 cent on the back. so slimy. Like the other one, I will clean it up and show you a close-up back home. Think it's a chisel or a file? I'm thinking it's a file. Yeah, gotta be. The broken end of one. Another tool. Well, here's the haul from the site. Of course, I got all the usual odds and ends of iron, chunks, old machinery parts fell off while they were in the field probably, some brass trash, 2 pieces of aluminum, 1 piece of stainless steel. Then we got horseshoe, a Rains guide, the usual rings we get from saddles and harness and bits and chain and anything else. 3 buckles. This resembles what would go on a single tree. Could have come off a smaller carriage, but there would have been wood in here. And then a chain hooked to that. Couple of wrench parts. I don't think they belong together. Here's a couple of wrenches that I have already. So you can see how that matches. There. And then this is just kind of a big old deal, square nut. Just like that. Scissors. A file. So I've got shotgun shells, pistol bullet, harmonica reeds, brass grommet, clock pieces. That's the back of a pocket watch. I dug that on a different video, but it's from this site. I believe this is also a watch case. Very ornate. Looks like it has some silver on it. Spoon bowl. Nicely flattened. I believe this to be from a chronometer or a watch. It's numbered from 1 to 31. Starting at the outside and going in. I don't know how it would have been used. Interesting piece there. Now this says Dr. Scott's electric brush. You look that up, he was considered kind of a quack. Well, nowadays anyway. He sold hairbrushes, skin brushes, I think even it might have been toothbrushes even, that would have magnetized rods inside of the brush. And that was said to cure you of all sorts of stuff. The electricity from the magnets. And so he would also, they would give away little compasses this size, so that when you put the compass close to the brush, the arrow would spin. And it was like a little magic show. Boy, it must be great for you if there's that much electricity going on inside the brush, you know. So this was a little compass. And of course, the inside's all gone. Now this one, that's a possum, and it says Billy Possum on the outside edge. In 1909, Theodore Roosevelt was on his way out of the White House. And of course, the teddy bear industry came into being during his presidency. Everyone had to have a teddy bear. And when Taft was going to be inaugurated, the teddy bear industry was a little worried about what had happened to their profits. So they came up with the next great thing, Billy Possum. After William Taft. Taft was known to eat possum, and so they made stuffed possums after him. And I don't know if that's a child's button that came with an animal. when you bought one. I don't know. But that's pretty cool. And then 2 Indian head pennies. One's a 1907 and the other's in 1891.
Looks like she's just like to say it.